Hello to my all BL lovers. Welcome to my channel, your BL world. Hey BL lovers, so in the last video I shared the list of BL series of 2020 to 2022 that I wish I could watch for the first time again and very close to my heart. Thank you to everyone who showed so much love for that video. And this video is part 2 of the previous video, so enjoy. To my star, this Korean BL of 2021 gives, opposite attracts, the typical K-drama vibes. A famous actor falls in love with a normal individual featuring Seo Joon, who is a famous actor with controversial history, and Ji-woo, who is an ordinary chef at his best friend's cafe. After a controversy strikes with Seo Joon, he has to be underground for some time. Because of that, he joins Ji-woo at an apartment and is the two forced to live together for some time. Ji-woo doesn't like this situation at all and often gets annoyed by his new roommate. Seo Joon and Ji-woo have totally different personalities. Because of that, this scenario gets worse. Where Seo Joon wants to be friends with his new roommate, and there is Ji-woo who just wants to get into his normal life routine like it was before. But little he know that he would fall for his annoying roommate. As days go by, the two get closer. Seo Joon started to like Ji-woo's genuine nature and companionship. And Ji-woo also secretly started to like Seo Joon's fun-loving nature, positive enthusiasm, and his spontaneous view towards his life. This series is such a fun series to watch, with some cute and romantic scenes between the two leads and the way they both understand each other in difficult situations. I won't lie when I say this. I really like the Seo Joon character the most in this series. Even though he is a big celebrity in the show, he always stayed humble, fun and understandable, even in those moments where Ji-woo behaved completely cold and rude towards him. Oh, he is so damn cute. Whenever his character came on screen, he always made his viewers smile. Well, this Korean BL series I totally adore and would watch again for the first time I ever could. Bad Buddy the series. This Thai BL series of 2021 is a perfect rom-com which tells rivals to lovers storyline. This series is that BL which gave us the legendary BL ship, and Nanan, who played the main leads, Pat and Prawn. This BL series features a compelling love story between two childhood rivals, Pat and Prawn, born to fight with each other because of their parents who've had long rivalry. They were forced to compete with each other, whether it's school and sports. Until one day when Prawn saved Pat's younger sister, Pa Life. After this incident, both of them started to ignore their differences and seem to be on better terms. However, they've been separated by Prawn's mother when she gets to know about their friendship, and she transferred Prawn to a different school. When years goes by and Pat and Prawn reunited at university, once again they have to be enemies because apparently their friends also had rivalry who didn't like each other. Poor our Pat and Prawn. Their friends' hatred grows so much and makes lots of big issues that their university's professors have to threaten Pat and Prawn that if another fight happens between these two groups, they'll all be suspended. After that, Pat and Prawn took matters into their own hands and secretly made a mission to pacify every possible fight between their groups. Pat and Prawn started to meet and interact with each other more. Pat was sloppy, clumsy and naughty, and there is Prawn who was neat and detail-oriented person, and their differences made them get into each other's nerves. Even that, also how cute they are in their every scene together, their sweet curl, and how they cared for each other at the same time. That all developed into fierce love. Since they've competed all their lives, so when it comes to love they stayed that way, that they even declared a game about who will be the first one to fall for another one, but eventually they both fall for each other. Once again they are forced to keep their relationship a secret because of their parents and friends. Well, what happens next, that is all in the series. This series truly gave us the wonders. Whenever we talk about Bad Buddy the series, and how we could forget to mention and Nanan, they were the perfect match for these characters. Is hot and Nanan is cute, and his dimples, everything came just perfect. Their chemistry, sexual tension and cute flirting yet steamy romantic scenes were so good it made me blush. Especially their first kiss. OMG. I personally think this is the best series in this genre. Sharp story, great acting and perfect pace of storytelling, it all just made this series a perfect rom-com BL. Isn't this series should be on this list, you tell me guys? Semantic error. When a strict computer science student, Sang-woo, decided that he would remove those students' names from a project's credit who's not been much a help in work. Then from one of the students, a senior art student, Jang Jae, did not like that because his dream to go abroad for studies was getting postponed. So Jang Jae decided to confront Sang-woo about this whole situation. Although they both were way too opposite to each other, but one thing was common, that they weren't ready to give up on their own ground. After they met at first, they did not like each other. Jang Jae wanted to take revenge for his loss, so he started to follow him around and even attended his classes so he could irritate him, while Sang-woo tried his best to ignore him. The dynamic was tense between them, but after all they would fall for each other as usual. However, there is nothing new or unpredictable about this series, but these two gorgeous actors and their electrifying chemistry was more than enough to give butterflies in my stomach, and just after 2 episodes I became addicted to them. Everything is so good and perfect about this series. It has good acting and balanced pace of story in addition with great music. I just love this BL series so much. I could watch it like millions of times and I won't get bored, and wanted to watch this for the first time again and again. I know there would not be possible that any BL fan who didn't watch this series, but if anyone who didn't, so let me just warn you, this one is just an addictive series, so watch it at your own risk. Gaya sa Pelikula. This Pinoy BL series of 2020 is my absolute favorite series of all time. I know by saying that I ditched so many other fantastic BLs, but I just can't help it. This BL has a sort of special place in my heart. If there is anyone who doesn't understand the struggles of LGBTQ community, they definitely should watch this series. This series tells the story of Carl and Vald. Carl just moved into a new neighborhood where he found his annoying neighbor, Vald. When Vald was trying to escape from her sister, he entered Carl's apartment to hide. And Vald's sister got the wrong impression that Vald and Carl are dating. No matter how hard they both tried to make her understand, but they failed. And after that, magic begins when Carl and Vald came to a secret agreement. They started to live together. After that, everything got changed for Carl and Vald. Vald is part of the LGBTQ community and he owns it. On the other hand, Carl really doesn't know about it until both of them started to get close. Carl struggles with his sexuality and this leads to the tension and drama between them. Where Carl was getting more and more confused about why he was having these certain feelings for Vald, but there is it Vald, he knows that he loves Carl and wants to be in a secure relationship with him, what he truly deserves. At this point both of them are right, and on the one side there Carl who needs some more time to understand this situation, and on the other side there is Vald who deserves all the love of the world after his previous failed relationships because of choice of his sexuality. Will Carl be brave enough to accept this big change of his identity? Or, will Vald ever get his happy ending in love? Well, all these questions the series will answer, and trust me, if you haven't seen this BL you better grab a bunch of tissue papers, which you are properly going to need. This series shows Carl's journey to understanding his new sexuality, his struggles with his dream, career and family's hope. And Vald's journey of knowing his worth, respect for being who he is and for his sexuality. Even if he has to go against the whole world, his family and the one he truly loves. That something got me into tears. This series showed us the true struggle of LGBTQ community, the situation and challenges they have to face with their families, society and even with themselves. That breaks my heart. I can talk about this BL for hours, but that's it for now. I would like to give all my money to see this BL again for the first time if I had any. So this was the list of my favorite BLs which made me fall in love BL dramas over time. Please do comment which are the series are your favorite from this list. If you like this video, please make sure to hit like and do share it with other BL lovers. Now time for today's highlighted comment from the previous video. Please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care guys.